When was the last time you allowed yourself to get truly lost without a GPS, relying entirely on your own navigation skills and the help of strangers to find your way? We are witnessing the silent end of a living memory that humanity has carried for thousands of years. The generation that remembers what life was like before smartphones and algorithms, a purely analog existence, is slowly dying out. These people carry a cognitive memory of a world where deep, contemplative boredom was an everyday reality, forcing the mind to wander down unprogrammed paths. They know a quality of silence that has its own density and texture, a stillness that didn't need to be filled. In their youth, a letter might take weeks to reach its recipient. That delay was accepted as the natural temporal nature of human communication, not a technical problem that needed to be solved. We are quietly losing a specific form of consciousness, a quality of experience that cannot be documented because it can only be known through living it. To understand this shift, look at humanity's major historical transitions: the agricultural leap from nomadic life and the industrial shift from the countryside to cities took centuries to reshape human consciousness. This chart compares those historical timelines. You can see the long progression of the agricultural and industrial eras crashing against the nearly vertical wall of our current digital age. In just 20 years, practically every significant human experience has moved into a hybrid digital reality. Because of this compressed timeline, we are plunging into a new reality far faster than our biological systems can adapt. This speed creates a vacuum. We are reaching a point where our only human reference for life outside the digital ecosystem will simply vanish. The relentless logic of economics is driving this rapid evolution, overriding our deepest human needs. This diagram maps how platforms treat human cognition as a territory to be colonized. Our focus is actively mined and funneled into corporate algorithm nodes, transforming attention into a commodity. Our minds become territories for corporations that capture our attention more effectively than previous systems. As this colonization spreads, it replaces types of wisdom that depend on bodily experience. Think of a farmer who reads the light to know when to plant, or a craftsman with a tactile sensitivity so refined that no digital sensor could replicate it. When the analog generation disappears, those ways of relating to the physical world disappear with them. They cannot be archived by data centers or simulated by sensors. Younger generations raised entirely inside digital walls are already showing the symptoms: rising anxiety, chronic depression, and a severe atrophy in sustained focus. Our predominant response to these symptoms is a modern paradox. We attempt to cure the isolation and anxiety caused by digital tools by downloading meditation apps, productivity trackers, and online therapy platforms. It is like trying to cure food poisoning by eating regulated portions of the exact same toxic substance that made you sick. This creates a closed loop. The people making decisions about our technological future often have no personal memory of a world organized outside of continuous digital optimization. When the last person who lived a non-digital youth passes away, our final physical reference for an alternative vanishes. Future generations will lack the lived experience required to imagine a world that isn't constantly optimized. We are watching a divergence in real time. Homo sapiens is splitting into two distinct behavioral paths, one organic and analog, the other highly structured and digital. This split is occurring through immediate cognitive changes and behavioral shifts, entirely bypassing the slow pace of biological evolution. Recognizing this loss does not require us to reject technology. Modern tools offer global collaboration and problem-solving capabilities that are clearly superior to what came before. The crisis is our lack of intentionality. We are allowing algorithmic logic to dictate the shape of our lives, instead of using our own wisdom to govern the tools we build. To survive this transition, we must deliberately practice the skills that don't leave a digital trace: sitting with deep boredom, seeking out true silence, and protecting the lived intuition that defined us long before the first algorithm was written.